Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sioux Miners Baseball. It's the final homestand of the season. Last two games, doubleheader between the Miners and the Pilots. And as this game one is a makeup game, a rainout on July 19th, means that the Miners will be the away team. And with that, we're underway with the Miners up to bat first. Austin Dennis playing second base for the Miners. At the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Second pitch is high for a ball, 2-0. That comes from Jake Anderson, pitcher out of Anchorage. Very recent addition to the roster for the Glacier Pilots. He throws that third pitch outside for a ball, 3-0. And it'll be a 4-pitch walk to begin the game for the Miners. 1 on, nobody out, and center fielder Justin Ammons comes to the plate. Take you through the Pilots in the field real quick, as Sam Fregal playing at first, Cameron Thompson at second, Malcolm Tipler at shortstop, and Armani Smith playing at third base. In left field, Chandler Anderson, Will Brennan in center, Chris McCready in right, Sam Cohen behind the plate. First pitch to Ammons is a ball, 1-0 after he showed bunt. Justin Ammons is playing in center field today for the Miners and hitting .311.
Reminder, there's no smoking, no vapor cigarettes, no chewing tobacco in the ballpark. All that stuff needs to be taken care of outside.
As it was with all our doubleheaders, 7 innings each, with about 40 minutes in between. The Miners secured their spot as Justin Ammons takes that one on the shoulder. So a walk and then a hit by a pitch means runners at first and second with nobody out for Quinn Cotton, the designated hitter today for the Miners. As I was saying, the Miners have secured first place, and they'll be taking on the 4th place Peninsula Oilers tomorrow as the playoffs get underway here in Palmer. And that first pitch, a called strike. First strike thrown by Anderson. It'll be 0-1 for Cotton. Another ball evens the count, 1-1. Another pitch, that one outside by quite a bit. 2-1, and with that, with the Pilots sleeping, Austin Dennis steals third. He had a big lead over at second. Didn't get a lot of attention from Anderson, and as a result, takes third, so it's runners at the corners with none away. And a 2-1 count for Cotton. We've seen steals like that a little more often here later in the season, as that one's popped up to left field. It will be caught. Austin Dennis will tag and score. There will not be a throw. And so, just like that, the Miners take the lead 1-0 here in the top of the first inning.
And a very interesting play there from Chandler Anderson, as Austin Dennis did one of those, he kind of took off to see if there was going to be a throw and maybe an overthrow or an underthrow just to see where the throw happened. And Anderson elected not to throw it, and Austin Dennis was just kind of sitting halfway and said, all right, well, if you're not going to go, I'm going to test it out, and took home basically. And now a sac fly for Quinn Cotton scores the first run of the game.
And that'll leave the Miners with a runner at first and 1 away for Nick Brooks, who's playing first base for the Miners this afternoon. He pops the first pitch he sees up into shallow center. It will be caught. Malcolm Tipler, shortstop, with the catch for out number 2. But that stolen base of third by Dennis there proved to be pretty huge. Got him 90 feet away. And it wasn't a very deeply hit ball by Cotton by any means.
Yeah, I don't think Austin Dennis had any intention to tag up there just to force the throw, and when he didn't see it, he just kind of kept going.
So now with 1 on and 2 away, Ryan Haug, the catcher for Matsu, comes to the plate, hitting .292 on the season. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. And Howell grips this one towards left field, but it will be caught for out number 3. But the Miners do score to lead off the top of the first. They lead 1-0. When we return, it'll be the bottom of the first here in Palmer on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast. Welcome back here to Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast. On the mound for the Miners, Jake Butcher getting his second conference start of the season. He will face Will Brennan, the leadoff hitter for Anchorage, and that first pitch a called strike. Brennan, the center fielder, hitting .304 for the Pilots this season. That pitch low for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, Jake Butcher has appeared in 7 games, getting 1 start, 19 1/3 innings in conference pitched, giving up 18 hits, 11 runs, 7 of which were earned, 3 walks, and adding 12 strikeouts for a ERA of 3.26 as that one goes outside for a ball.
That pitch high. Finds its way to the backstop. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch. A called strike will make the count full 3-2. And it'll be inside. So both teams lead off their inning with a walk, 1 on and nobody out. That'll bring up Chandler Anderson left fielder for Anchorage.
Anderson.
He's been hitting 183 in conference play on the season for Anchorage. First pitch to Anderson. A swing and a miss for a strike, 0-1. In the field for the Miners, Nick Brooks at first base, Austin Dennis at second, Austin Bull at short, and Rainer Osmus at third base. In left field, Elijah McNamee, Preston Pavlica in right, Justin Ammons in center. And as we said, Quinn Cotton, the designated hitter, Ryan Haug behind the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike as Haug heads to the mound. They're going to talk things over. He and Butcher. One on, nobody out. And the 1-1 pitch. Ripped foul towards third. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you mentioned Anderson batting 182, only has 16 hits and 6 of those coming on multi-hit games. He was 3 for 4 against the Chinooks a couple days ago, and then was 3 for 5 against the Chinooks earlier in July. So has had a couple of games with multi-hits, but other than that has been relatively quiet at the plate, as that one goes in for ball number 2, 2-2. But the only difference here so far in the game has been Anderson's no throw in left field, allowing Austin Dennis to score in the top of the first inning.
That's right. The Miners do lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first, despite being here at Herman Brothers Field. Hit on the ground towards third. The throw to second for 1. Over to first in time for a double play. And just like that, 2 down for the Pilots. Nobody on. And Cameron Thompson, second baseman, comes to the plate for the Pilots. Thompson hitting .212 on the season.
Thompson, the freshman out of Kansas State, should be getting familiar with Rainer Osmus there over at third base, as that's where he will attend school come the fall after summer. Rainer Osmus going from Chandler Gilbert Community College to Kansas State.
Pitch fouled away, 0-1. And this one chopped back to the mound. Butcher's got it. The throw to first. A rocket that's in time for out number 3. The Pilots do not score. Miners lead 1-0. We're headed to the top of the second here in Palmer, and we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off the Miners second. Left fielder number 21.
Welcome
Elijah
back. Top of the
McNamee.
second inning. Matsu Miners at the plate. Elijah McNamee to lead things off for Matsu, the away team. here today in game one of this doubleheader. And the first pitch by McNamee fouled away. 0-1 for the Matsu left fielder. Hitting .295 for the Miners this season. Hits this one hard to short, takes a funny hop, and Tipler not able to handle it. And it'll sneak into left field for a hit. One on, nobody out. Leadoff single for McNamee. And that'll bring up Preston Pavlica, playing in right field today, getting the start.
Now batting
On
right
the
fielder
season,
number 10,
Pavlica is
Preston
hitting
Pavlica.
.246.
Yeah, tough hop right there from Malcolm Tipler. This infield ever unforgiving. As I spoke to Austin Dennis a couple of days ago, and he said, "Man, it's a shame that we get ruled or we get errors, as no one should ever get an error on this field because there's a couple of pretty big rocks out there in the outfield, and one of the only dirt infields is it's tough to play, especially for the pilots and teams like the Bucks or Chinooks, as they're used to playing on turf almost very often at least, and get used to that turf and those bounces, as that one is fouled off towards us here in the booth."
That'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Pavlica. And you're exactly right. It's always a gamble out there. Never really know what you're going to get as far as funny bounces. As Tipler found out, as that one's kind of hit softly towards first. It'll be taken to the bag by Fergal. And McNamee will head to second as a result. Runner at second base, 1 away. Austin Bull heads to the plate, the shortstop for the Miners. Bull fouls the first pitch he sees off back to the fencing there for a strike. 0-1. Austin Bull hitting .248 for the Miners. And another one fouled directly back towards us here in the booth. 0-2. That Anderson pitch just misses outside for a ball. 1-2.
Bull 5th on the team in RBIs, 3rd on the team in walks. 2 of his RBIs came in walk-off fashion, and then did have another one as another walk-off, and Elijah McNamee will take off for 3rd and be safe, as Sam Cohen kept that ball in front of him, but kind of just bounced too far in front of him, almost halfway up to Jake Anderson on the mound.
And so once again, the Miners have a runner at third base, this time a 2-2 count and 1 away. Here in the top of the second, this one's popped up to deep left field. It will be caught. McNamee takes off and will score as a result. So 2 sac flies to left field means the Miners lead 2-0. And now it'll be the bases are clear and 2 outs for Rainer Osmus. That's a sacrifice fly for Austin Bull. Rainer Osmus, the third baseman, one of the later additions to the team, however, is hitting .357 in conference play. Watches that first pitch go by for a ball. 1-0. Called strike evens the count at 1-1. One popped foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just misses, evens the count, 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Anderson on the way. Rip towards third, goes foul. Just foul down the line. So we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just outside. Full count, 3-2.
Currently cloudy and 65 degrees here in Palmer. No signs of rain coming just yet, but hopefully the sun can come out as Rainer Osmus draws the 7th pitch of the at-bat for a walk.
And that'll keep the inning moving. Austin Dennis comes to the plate again. He reached on a walk first time there.
Austin Dennis.
1 on, 2 away. Miners lead 2-0 here in the top of the second. You heard me correctly. Top of the second. If you're just joining us, the Miners are the away team in game 1 of this doubleheader, as it is a makeup game from a rainout in Anchorage. First pitch to Austin Dennis, a called strike, 0-1. And that one is fouled away. It'll be 0-2 now for the Mat-Su Miners second baseman. That one fouled away as well. So it'll stay 0-2. That one in the dirt. Cohen can't seem to find it, but it won't be enough for Osmus to advance. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Austin Dennis. That one hit hard past the second baseman. It'll sneak into right center field for a base hit. And so runners at first and second, 2 away. I'll bring up Justin Ammons, who was hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate.
And a real nice at-bat from Austin Dennis, fouling off a couple before he could drive that up the middle right past the pitcher, Anderson, and just got away from Cameron Thompson as he was going to his non-glove side. But a good at-bat from Dennis, and only a couple strikes so far thrown to Dennis, so really hasn't seen much life, but there got a ball he could drive up the middle and now kept the 2-out rally alive.
First pitch to Ammons, a strike, 0-1 count, pitch. We'll catch the strike zone again. It'll be 0-2. Outside for ball 1. Top of the second, Miners lead 2-0. Way outside, evens the count, 2-2. Osmus at second, Dennis at third. Ammons pops this one up into shallow right field. And it will be caught. McCready is there for out number 3. But the Miners do tack on 1 more. Lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second here in Palmer. And we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast. And we're back here. It's the bottom of the second inning between your Matsu Miners and the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Ian Evans, the designated hitter for Anchorage, comes to the plate. Miners are leading 2-0. Jake Butcher's ready and delivers. First pitch will just miss the strike zone for a ball outside. 1-0. Evans hitting .321 for the Pilots. And that pitch finds the dirt. 2-0 now from Butcher. Miners have scored both their runs on sac flies to left field. As that one is fouled off and gets Haug in the mask there. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one misses the zone. It'll be 3 balls and a strike now to Evans. And a called strike evens the count now, or pardon me, makes the count full. 3-2. Hit on the ground towards third. Osmus knocks it down, has got it to throw to first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, nice play by Osmus. Unforgiving infield like we talked about, but that one just kind of ate him up a little bit. But he did a really good job to keep his body in front of it, body it up. We saw him make a mistake a couple of nights ago where he didn't get his body in front of it, kind of just hopped under his glove. But there, learned from his mistake, kept it in front of him, picked it up, slowed his heart rate down, and made the throw over to Nick Brooks there at first base.
Good internal clock. First pitch, a called strike to Sam Cohen, the catcher for the Pilots. Nobody on, 1 away. So that one misses outside, evens the count at 1 apiece. Chop towards first. The flip from Brooks to Butcher is in time. And that'll be out number 2. Now beyond 2 away, Armani Smith, who we normally see in the outfield, but is playing at third base today for Anchorage, comes to the plate. Smith hitting .192 in conference this season. That one's hit up the middle. Austin Dennis has got it. The throw will not be in time and off base, so it'll be an infield single for Smith. Reaches with 2 outs, 1 on, 2 away, and Chris McCready, right fielder, will come to bat for Anchorage.
Yeah, most of the time you see a second baseman get over there, you'd be pretty surprised. But from Austin Dennis, day in and day out, we've seen some pretty crazy things, and that one didn't really stand a chance to make that play, but still did a good job of knocking it down and even making the throw over to Nick Brooks over there on the run.
First pitch to McCready, a ball, 1-0. And a toss over to first, chases back Smith. He dives in head first, will be safe. That one misses for a ball, 2-0. 2-0 pitch is fouled away. Brings the count to 2-1. Called strike evens the count, 2-2. This one hit on the ground. Brooks has got it and will tag McCready before he gets to the bag. 4 out, number 3. So we've played 2 here in Palmer. Miners lead 2-0. When we return, it'll be the top of the 3rd. And we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Hey, folks, it's great to see you out here on MTA Fan Appreciation Day. Big thanks to MTA. The gate is wide open today, so please get your door prize tickets at the Beer and Merchandise Shack. Sabrina's waiting to get you your tickets. Also, next to the concession stand is a table set up. Check it out. Lungs for Linda. You can come watch the Ultimate Battle of the Ages softball game benefiting Linda Hall, wife of Dixon Hall. She's hoping to get a double lung transplant, as you might imagine. That's pretty tricky procedure and pretty pricey. So come on out, support Lungs for Linda, coaches versus high school players, Linda's Legends, and Gramps Champs. Sunday, August 6th, 2 o'clock. Tickets are only $12 for adults, includes hot dog, chips, drinks, tasty treat, and front row seats to the Battle of the Ages game. Again, tickets are $12 for adults, $5 for kids 11 and under. Join us at Palmer's Little League Shared Complex, Sunday, August 6th. 501 North Golcana Street. We hope to see you there. Leading off for the Miners here in the 3rd, designated hitter number 9, Quinn Cotton.
Welcome back, top of the 3rd inning. Hunter Warning, Troy Wisniewski here. Miners lead 2-0. Quinn Cotton fouls that one back. Tell you what, if there weren't that fence right there, would have been landed right in our laps.
Yeah, I put my hands out like I could have made the play and could have caught it, but I stood no chance because that thing was coming quick and probably right in between us. So good camera angle there for that one.
The 0-1 just misses inside, evens the count at 1-1. Quinn Cotton with an RBI in the 1st off a sac fly. It's this one high into left center field. But it will be caught. It was caught by Will Brennan out there. Real deep shot, but not far enough. It'll be 1 down for the Miners with Nick Brooks, the first baseman, headed to the plate. Brooks flied out in his first at-bat. Watch that pitch sail outside for a ball. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. Three 3-0 now to Brooks.
And Nick Brooks, the home run derby leader, like we've mentioned before, 3 home runs on the year so far. Actually, Elijah McNamee has officially caught up to him with a home run a couple nights ago here at Herman Brothers Field. The 2-run home run that was the difference against the Bucks, as Nick Brooks draws a 4-pitch walk here in the 3rd inning.
And with that 1 on and 1 out for Ryan Haug. Haug is 0 for 1. Flied out to left to end the first. His last time at the plate. First pitch inside to Haug for ball 1-0. And in the dirt and outside for a ball 2-0. And it'll get past Cohen, and so Brooks will head to second. It'll be 3-0 to Haug. And now a runner at second with one away. And Anderson finds the strike zone. Finally, 3-1 with one away.
Yeah, 7 straight balls from Anderson before finding the strike zone, and that seemed to be a trend here so far today as he started the game with some of the same stats as that one is popped up to shallow left field, and Chandler Anderson is in and makes the play.
So with that, it'll be 2 down and a runner at second. And Elijah McNamee, who singled the lead off the second inning, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. As we were saying, has some power, especially as of late with the 2 home runs last week. First pitch to McNamee in the dirt for a ball 1-0. Fouled straight back, evens the count at 1 apiece. That one hit high towards right field. Looks like it'll be in foul territory, and it's going to drop between the first baseman Fregal and the right fielder McCready. For strike 1 and 2 now for McNamee, but he's got to be happy. So he gets another swing at least. Probably should have been caught out there in foul territory.
Yeah, it just looked like a miscommunication from Sam Fregal and Chris McCready as Fregal kind of pulled up and seemed like he could have been closer to make the play. But Elijah McNamee definitely happy that he gets at least one more pitch, and we'll see what he does with it here as it goes inside to even the count at 2 apiece. Elijah McNamee, one of the hottest hitters on the Matsu Miners in the last week. Last 7 days, 19 at-bats, has gotten 9 hits, 1 for a double, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and 2 walks, as that one gets him on the elbow and back of the tricep there, as he will be credited with the base. And now runners on first and second, 2 away, and Preston Pavlica steps in.
Now batting, right fielder number 10.
Runners at first and second, 2 away. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. Pavlica 0 for 1 so far today. Rips that one hard towards third. Hard to be handled by the third baseman, Smith. And Pavlica will be safe at first. And it'll be bases loaded with 2 away. It'll be E5 for the
Shortstop
Pilots
number 15, Austin
and Austin
Bull.
Bull to the plate, who hit a sac fly that drove in McNamee in the second.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Armani Smith in the infield all year. Normally an outfielder and plays outfield in college as well. So that one just kind of took a tough hop on him. And if anybody is going to get eaten up by that, it's going to be the more inexperienced guy over there at third base.
And a called strike, 2-1 now for Austin Bull. Popped up, fouling out of play, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside will be a full count. 3-2, bases loaded, 2 away. Here in the top of the third inning for the Matsu Miners. And that one is lined into right field for a base hit. Brooks will score. McNamee in to score as well. It is now 4-0 Miners with the 2-out RBI single from Austin Bull. It'll be first and third with 2 away for Rainer Osmus. And a clutch single from Austin Bull. He's drove in 3 of the Miners' 4 runs this game. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. Osmus walked to lead off walked in the second inning. And it takes that pitch for a strike. It'll be 0-2. Osmus stays alive by fouling that one back. Stays 0-2. And another one fouled back, this one out of play. Pavlica at third, Austin Bull at first. Another one fouled. Straight back. 3 straight foul balls by Osmus. Keeps him alive, 0-2. And another one fouled. Heck of a battle there at the plate by Osmus.
Yeah, after back-to-back called strikes, Rainer Osmus didn't really agree with them. Looked a little outside, but now he's kind of been throwing his hands at a couple of pitches that normally wouldn't after he saw where the strike zone was set up for him. And that one goes just inside for ball number 1, the 7th pitch of the at-bat.
There'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Osmus. Popped up, and it'll go out of play as well. Another foul ball. Sixth foul ball for Osmus in this at-bat. Another one fouled back.
You were saying?
Keeping it going. 7 foul balls. And that one misses outside. Evens the count 2-2. The 11th pitch of the at-bat.
I think that might be a record for a home game, as doing score on the computer gives you a number of each foul ball, and I've never had an 11 in a box, but to no avail, as Rainer Osmus swings and misses to end the top of the 3rd inning. But the Miners had 2 runs on Austin Bowles' 2-run single with 2 outs to the right side. And we will be right back with the bottom of the 3rd inning here on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
And we're back. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Miners lead the Glacier Pilots 4-0. Sam Forgal at the plate. Jake Butcher on the mound. And the first pitch is lined to left field for a base hit. Forgal reaches. He is 1. A runner at first and nobody out for Malcolm Tipler, the shortstop for Anchorage, hitting .202 on the season. And they're looking to take a bite out of this Miners lead. Miners have scored in each inning so far. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the top of the 3rd. And a called strike to start the at-bat for Tipler, 0-1. One. Wanted foul, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Butcher on the way. Just misses. It'll be 1-2 now to Tipler. Popped up towards the right foul line. Austin Dennis comes over from second to make the catch. 1 away.
Now batting.
So with 1 on and 1 away, Will Brennan returns to the plate. He walked in the first, thrown out as part of a double play. And another double play opportunity here for the Miners. That pitch goes high over Haug's head and back to the backstop. Regal looked like he was ready to round second, but will stay put. And so ball 1 to Brennan. The 1-0 pitch from Butcher to Brennan. A called strike, evens the count 1-1.
And a few days ago, the collegiatesummerbaseball.com website came out with the top 30 Summer League teams, and your Mat-Su Miners finished the season in 12th place, the only team from the Alaska Baseball League represented. They were dancing around that 14-15 spot a couple weeks. I think the first week they were in 14th and moved all the way up to 12 to finish out the year. Obviously, still a couple games or many games to go, but the official rankings have concluded, and that will be it.
That one fouled out of play, but good to be recognized nationally for what's going on up here in the ABL. The Miners have certainly earned it, going 28-14 in conference. A chance to go 30-14 here today, leading this one 4-0 in a good spot, at least to take game 1. That one is popped up to center field. Justin Ammons will be there to make the catch. And a quick throw to third. Holds back for Gal. He will not tag. 2 away, runner at second, and Chandler Anderson heads to the plate. He is 0 for 1 so far today.
Now batting, left field number 16, Chandler Anderson.
Inside for a ball, 1-0. Hit on the ground towards third. Awesomeness has got it to throw to first in time for out number 3. So once again, the Pilots do not score. Miners lead 4-0 as we head to the top of the 4th here in Palmer. And we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast.
Because the gate is wide open, thanks to MTA. You need to get your door prize tickets at the Beer and Merchandise Shack today. See Sabrina, she'll get you hooked up with those red tickets. Here are the red ticket winners. 3 of them, 381, 5172, 381, 5172. The second winner, 381, 5186, 381, 5186. And the third winner, 381, 5249, 381, 5249. If any of those are your winning tickets, take them to the Beer Shack behind the main grandstand.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And we're back here, top of the 4th inning, in Palmer. Miners lead 4-0. And Mat-Su, as the away team heads back to the plate, Austin Dennis will be back. He is 1 for 1 with a single, has also walked in today's game. And that one's going to get past the third baseman. For a base hit, second single for Austin Dennis.
Now batting, center fielder number 2, Justin Emmons.
And so with that, Justin Ammons, who is 0 for 1 and has also been hit by a pitch, comes to the plate with one on and nobody out. First pitch, a called strike. 0-1. Ball, 1-1. That one inside to Ammons, almost hit him for the second time today. It'll be a ball, though, 2-1. And with that, it will be 2-2 after the foul ball from Ammons. Outside, it'll be a full count, 3-2. With the runner at first and nobody out here in the top of the fourth of this 7-inning game, game 1 of the doubleheader between the Miners and the Pilots. And Ammons will watch that go by. It'll be a called strike 3, and he will take a seat one away for the Miners with Quinn Cotton to the plate.
And that was just Anderson's second strikeout of the ballgame, first coming at the hands of Rainer Osmus on the 12th pitch of that at-bat. Here, just the 6th pitch to Justin Ammons for the third strike.
Cotton fouls that pitch away. 0-1 so far today. He is 0 for 1, flied out to deep center field, but also hit a sac fly in the first to left, which drove in Austin Dennis for the game's first run. This one is popped up, and it's going to go foul and out of play. It'll be 0-2 now for Cotton. A toss to first, chases back Austin Dennis, slides in head first and will be safe. And there'll be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 away with 1 on here in the top of the fourth. Brings up Nick Brooks.
Now batting, first baseman number 32, Nick Brooks.
Nick Brooks so far today 0 for 1 with the walk. Did score in the third inning as Austin Bull drove him in with a 2-out single to the right side of the field.
First pitch, a called strike, 0-1. Popped up into foul territory, but it will land just out of reach. It'll be 0-2 now for Brooks. 1 on, 2 away, and an 0-2 count for Nick Brooks. That one's ripped into left field. It's going to get down and left. Austin Dennis headed for third, and Brooks headed to second. Slides in safely with a 2-out double. Runners at second and third, 2 outs for the Miners. That'll bring up Ryan Haug, who has popped out to left field twice today. He is 0 for 2. First pitch, a called strike to Haug, 0-1. And a called strike 2, 0-2 now for Haug.
Back to back to back. 0-2 counts now to the last 3 batters. Quinn Cotton struck out swinging, and then Nick Brooks with the 0-2 count drove it to left field for a 2-out double.
And that pitch just high. Haug thought about swinging and was able to hold it back. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now for the Mat-Su Miners catcher. Pitch inside for a ball, evens the count, 2-2. And after an 0-2 count, 3 straight balls, it'll be a full count, 3-2. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Haug rips that one to left field, but once again, it will be caught by Chandler Anderson. That's the 3rd out to left field for Haug on the afternoon. Strands 2 runners. However, the Miners do lead 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here in Palmer. We'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off the Glacier Pilots Sports, second baseman number 23, Cameron Thompson.
Bottom of the fourth inning here in Palmer, Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on the call. Miners lead 4-0. Jake Butcher out for another inning of work, facing Cameron Thompson, who was 0 for 1, and it'll be an 0-1 count after that called strike. Thompson grounded out to end the first in his last at bat. And he hits this one high towards shallow right. It'll be caught by Austin Dennis, the second baseman, for out number 1.
Designated hitter number 13.
And with 1 down and nobody on, Ian Evans, designated hitter for the Pilots, is up to bat. Butcher ready and fires, and it's hit directly back to Butcher. Some quick thinking there, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, great play by Jake Butcher there, and a big ooh by the crowd as Jake Butcher is giggling to himself and smiling at the Miners dugout.
He was either going to have a heck of a bruise or it was going to be an out, but luckily for him, it was an out. And that first pitch outside, a ball 1-0 to Sam Cohen. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1. Misses for ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Butcher. A swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the 4th. And we're headed to the top of the 5th inning here in Palmer. Miners lead 4-0. We'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Since the gate is wide open, thank you, MTA. Stop by the beer and merchandise shack. Get those tickets from Sabrina. Also, a reminder, today's the last day to get raffle tickets for the Wheelbarrow Booze and the Quilt. The Wheelbarrow will be coming around at about 5:30. Or if you want to get it before or after they're out and about, you can get your tickets at the beer and merchandise shack. We'll draw for the Wheelbarrow in the 5th inning of Game 2. We'll draw for the Quilt in the 6th inning of Game 2. And we'll draw for the program prize in the 7th inning of Game 2. Great package from MTA, the program prize tonight. And thanks so much for coming out today on MTA Fan Appreciation Day at the park. And a big thanks to Erica Bills, serving up those AmeriGas burgers and dogs as grill master today. Thank you, AmeriGas, for your donation. We do have a birthday to announce. A big happy birthday. Troy Wisniewski, one of our announcers, had a birthday yesterday, but since we didn't have a game, we couldn't embarrass him. We'll do it right now. Happy birthday, Troy.
And we're back. It's the top of the 5th here in Palmer. Miners lead 4-0 over the Anchorage Glacier Pilots here in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Elijah McNamee, who is 1 for 1, has also been hit by a pitch. Comes to the plate, has come around to score twice so far today. Jake Anderson throws that first pitch for a ball, 1-0. 7 innings for this doubleheader in each game. That one's fouled at the plate. 1-1 for McNamee. As that one's ripped into left field, it'll be another base hit for McNamee. His second single of the afternoon. This one to lead off the top of the fifth. One on, nobody out for Preston Pavlica. Pavlica so far 0 for 2, did reach on an error in the third, however. Pavlica hits that one high and deep to left, but it will be foul. So it'll be a strike. 0-1. That'll be a ball. Evens the count 1-1. Swing and a miss makes the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground. It's going to get through into left field. Back-to-back base hits. Means first and second with nobody out, with Austin Bowl coming to the plate for the Miners. He is 1 for 1 with a 2-run single in the third and a sac fly that came in the second that scored McNamee. That one singled up the middle, so 3 straight singles, but no one able to come around and score. It'll be bases loaded with nobody out, and Rainer Osmus to the plate, who was 0 for 1 with a walk after a hard-fought at bat, did strike out in the third.
Now batting, third baseman number 29.
But a lot of good things from the Miners here so far in the fifth. 3 straight singles, 2 to left and 1 to center. Looking to add to their 4-0 lead. And Osmus rips the first pitch he sees. Ben Taylor just about hit the deck over there at third. It'll be a foul ball, 0-1. And Osmus pops this one up to left field. It will be caught. McNamee will tag and score. All the runners move up. Miners take a 5-0 lead here in Palmer over the Glacier Pilots, second and third with 1 away. And the top of the order, Austin Dennis, to the plate. He is 2 for 2 with a walk and a pair of singles
Second baseman number 4,
so far on the day.
Dennis.
Everything is clicking for the Miners so far, and it looks like we could see a pitching change with Jake Anderson's day coming to an end.
MTA Fan Appreciation Day.
There is
the playoffs start
throwing in the bullpen.
6 p.m. game time right here.
Waiting for the call down to the pen. As we do that, it will take a short break. We'll be right back here in the top of the fifth with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Game is at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and if necessary, a second game at 5 o'clock. Again, 6 o'clock tomorrow, 2 p.m. Thursday. Playoff time is here in the Valley. Coming into pitch for the Glacier Pilots, out of Anchorage, Alaska, and Hibbing Junior College, number 21, Dylan Montagna.
We're back here in the top of the fifth. Runners at second and third, one away for the Miners.
Number 4, Austin
And
Dennis.
new pitcher in for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, Dylan Montagna. I believe I'm saying that right. Another recent addition, local kid from Alaska into pitch, replaces Jake Anderson. Not much in the system on Montagna. First pitch, a ball. Second pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. Miners hold a 5-0 lead here in game one of this doubleheader. That one misses the zone as well. It'll be 3-0 at the at-bat for Dennis. That one will drop in shallow center for a base hit. Preston Pavlica comes around to score. Austin Bowl heads to third. Miners lead 6-0.
Yeah, and BT giving Austin Dennis the green light to swing there. A 3-0 count. Normally you'd see guys with a new pitcher, especially one that hasn't been able to find the strike zone yet, is take two. You get a strike and try and draw a walk. But there, Austin Dennis went with the 3-0 pitch and just a little bloop single to very shallow center field as Pavlica comes in to score and Austin Bowl moves over to third.
Justin Ammons rips the first pitch he sees into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Austin Bowl will score from third. Austin Dennis heads to third to replace him. Miners lead 7-0. First and third, one away. Everyone getting in on the action now for the Miners. Quinn Cotton will look to see what he can do. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly so far this afternoon. And he rips the first pitch he sees high into center field. It will be caught, but Austin Dennis will tag and score. So the second RBI of the afternoon for Quinn Cotton makes it an 8-0 game with the Miners ahead. And so it'll be a runner at first with 2 outs for Nick Brooks. Brooks 1 for 2 with a walk. That one hit was a double in the fourth. And did come around to score in the third after reaching on that walk. Swing and a miss, 0-1. That one low for a ball, evens the count at 1 apiece for Brooks. High and outside, 2-1. Brooks hits that one high into shallow left. Will be caught. Chandler Anderson comes in to make the catch for out number 3. The Miners double up and score 4 and lead 8-0. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th here in Palmer, and we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast. Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Miners lead the Pilots 8-0 after scoring 4 in the top of the 5th. And so with that, Jake Butcher returns to the mound. He will face Armani Smith, who is 1 for 1 with a single here this afternoon. First pitch is fouled back for a strike, 0-1. That one popped up. It'll sail foul and out of play for strike number 2. Once again, this game only 7 innings as it's part of a doubleheader. Last 2 games of the regular season for the Miners. That one fouled at the plate by Smith. He will stay alive with an 0-2 count. That one ripped towards right. A diving Preston Pavlico will not be able to make the catch. Rolls past him almost to the wall. Smith going for 3. And he will be thrown out. No slide there at third from Smith. Thought he was in easily. Rainer Osmus, or rather Preston Pavlica, Austin Bull, and Rainer Osmus had other plans. And so he will be thrown out trying for the triple. And it will be 1 down with nobody on, and Chris McCready to the plate.
Great relay there from Austin Bull. Great throw, from Preston Pavlica there in right field. Went for the dive, laid out, was a little short, got up, chased it down, made the throw, one bounce to Austin Bowl, and right when Austin Bowl got it in his hand, fired it over to Osmus, and no slide. That's kind of a mistake by the third base coach there, not telling Armani Smith to get down, and Armani Smith thought he would be in with a leadoff stand-up triple, but instead 1 out now for Chris McCready.
The 0-2 pitch is fouled away. McCready 0 for 1 this afternoon. That one will go inside for ball 1, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Butcher popped up into shallow left. Austin Bowl on the run makes the catch for out number 2. 3 minors over there. One of them ought to catch it. Austin Bowl said, "Why not me?"
Now batting.
And so with 2 down, Sam Fergal comes to the plate. He is 1 for 1 with a single. That came in the 3rd inning. A called strike, 0-1. Fergal has one of 3 hits for the Pilots this afternoon. Pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. That one popped up deep, and it's going to bounce to the wall in right center field. It will be a stand-up double for Fergal, who is 2 for 2 now with a single and a double. And Malcolm Tipler will come to the plate. He is 0 for 1. Runner at second, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning in Palmer.
Yeah, the Pilots now with 4 hits, only coming from 2 different players, as Armani Smith is 2 for 2 with a single and a double, was thrown out trying to extend that double to a triple earlier in this inning. And now, like you said, Sam Fergal adds to that with a 2 for 2 day as well. But other than that, I mean, Jacob Butcher has been fantastic and efficient, and has faced the minimum through every inning other than this one and in the 2nd inning where he faced 4 batters.
The 0-1 pitch is lined to right field, and Preston Pavlica will make the diving catch for out number 3. And so the Pilots do not score. We're headed to the top of the 6th with the Miners ahead 8-0. And we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast. Welcome back. It's the top of the 6th. Mat-Su Miners to the plate. and Ryan Haug will lead it off. Miners are ahead 8-0. They've scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and then 4 in the fifth. Haug so far today 0 for 3, 3 flyouts to left field. Chandler Anderson has his number, as that one is a called strike, 0-1. That one's low for ball, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Fouled away, evens the count 2-2 for Ryan Haug. Haug steps back in the box, is ready for the 2-2 pitch. And it'll be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down to first, completes the out. 1 down. It'll be an 0 for 4 day so far for Haug, but Elijah McNamee heads to the plate. He is 2 for 2 so far. Pair of singles, also has been hit by a pitch and has come around to score 3 times today. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. And the second pitch, ripped foul towards third, evens the count at 1-1. Nobody on, 1 away. The 1-1 pitch. Popped up into foul territory. And it will be caught by the first baseman, Sam Fregal, for out number 2. And so 2 down for the Miners, nobody on, and Preston Pavlica to the plate. Pavlica is 1 for 3 with a single, has also reached on an error today. That pitch will go outside for a ball, 1-0. And it'll be fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one hit into right center field, but it will be caught by the right fielder McCready for out number 3. First 3 up, 3 down inning for the Miners as we head to the bottom of the 6th. They still lead 8-0, and we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast.
If you are here and you're saying to yourself, hey, I went through the gate and there was nobody handing out red tickets, you haven't been listening. Thanks to MTA, wide open gate today, so get your door prize tickets at the Beer Shack. From Sabrina, she'll get you hooked up. Meanwhile, we've got some winners to announce. Here's the first one, 381-5325, 381-5325. Second winner, 381, 5219. 381-5219. Our third winner, 381-5309. 381-5309. And courtesy of the Kindle Auto Group, the Big K Bullpen Burger Giveaway, 381-5191. 381-5191. If any of those are your winning tickets, take them to the Beer Shack right behind the main grandstand. Again, another reminder, today is the last day to get raffle tickets for the Wheelbarrow Booze and the Quilt. The Wheelbarrow will be coming around about 5:30 or so, or you can also get your tickets at the Beer and Merchandise Shack. Wheelbarrow drawing will be 5th inning of Game 2. The Quilt drawing 6th inning of Game 2. The program prize, a great package from MTA, drawing 7th inning of Game 2.
And we're back, bottom of the 6th inning. Miners lead 8-0 over the Glacier Pilots. Will Brennan to lead it off. First pitch from Jake Butcher is high for a ball, 1-0. And pitch number 2 will be a ball that bounces past Haug. 2-0 now to Brennan, who has already walked once today, but has also flied out to center field. Those were his 2 trips to the plate. Knocks this one towards right field, but it will be caught by Preston Pavlica. For out number 1, Pavlica's gotten quite the workout out there and right so far today. He's 1 for 2 on diving catches, however.
Yeah, but did make up for it with a great throw into third base. Austin Bull cut it off and threw it over to Rainer Osmus to start the 5th inning. So what could have been a man on second or even a man on third with no outs turned into almost a 1-2-3 inning. Obviously, Sam Fregal with his 2nd hit of the day there in the 5th. But Jake Butcher got out of it and so far has been doing a great job. But, yeah, Preston Pavlica getting his workout in there in the first batter of the 5th and closing out the 5th with a diving catch. And here we'll get another option to make a play, and the ball lands just in front of him, just out of the reach of Preston Pavlica. And Chandler Anderson now with his first hit of the night.
That's right.
Hit
that
second base number 23, Cameron
Luke single on an
Thompson.
0-1 pitch. And with that, Cameron Thompson to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Palmer with the Anchorage Glacier Pilots as the home team, trailing 8-0. A throw over to first by Butcher. Chases back Anderson, who will be safe at first. Hit back to the mound. Butcher throws to second, and it will get past Austin Bull. Throw was off target, so it'll be an E1, and everyone will be safe. First and second, 1 out for the Pilots, with Ian Evans up to the plate.
Now batting, designated hitter number 13, Ian Evans.
Evans 0 for 2 is grounded out and hit a line drive to the pitcher. Watches that first pitch go in for a called strike, 0-1. This one popped up foul and out of play, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Butcher. Just misses for a ball. It'll be 1-2. Runners at first and second with one away. That one misses outside as well. 2-2 now to Ian Evans. Hit on the ground towards second. The throw to second for one. The throw to first in time for out number 2. Another double play for the Miners. This one ends the 6th inning. We're headed to the final inning of play here in Palmer. Game 1 of this doubleheader. Miners lead 8-0. We'll be right back at the top of the 7th on your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Chilling on the beach with the sweet Georgia peach. Out here in the world just trying to beat the body like an hourglass, sand on feet. Can't help but stare, cause I got the best seat. Just when I thought it couldn't get any hotter, you see it on me. I said I'm a little hot about it. You know what I mean? Let's crank it up to 100 degrees. Alright. You hit me like fire, shot me like a bullet, burn me up and down, no way to cool it. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine in your skin. Like a power jack, straight to the head. One shot, two shot, comes on red. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine in your skin. Slow driving south with the drop top down, hair in the wind, I'm petty up loud. Give me that look, lick them lips, and say, hey, baby, better pull over for this. No, I'm good, DWK. Drop one kiss and then I'll put you away. You hit me like fire, shot me like a bullet, burn me up and down, no way to do it. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine in your skin.
We're back. It's the top of the 7th inning here in Palmer. Matsu Miners 8, Anchorage Glacier Pilots 0. Austin Bowl to lead things off for the Miners here in game 1 of this doubleheader. Watch the first pitch go outside for a ball, 1-0. So far, Bowl is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and 2 RBIs, one of which came on a sac fly in the 2nd inning. And now a 2-0 count for Bowl. 10 hits for the Miners so far today. Third pitch goes outside and in the dirt. 3-0. And a called strike makes it 3-1. Three-one pitch. Hit on the ground towards second, fielded cleanly. The throw to first in time for out number 1. So 1 away and nobody on for Rainer Osmus,
Now batting,
who is
number 29,
0 for 1
Osmus.
with a strikeout, has reached on a walk, also hit a sac fly in the 5th that drove in a run. Osmus takes that pitch for a called strike, 0-1. Swings and pops that one up, but it will sail foul towards left field. 0-2. In the pitch. That one popped up towards second base, and it will be caught. Cameron Thompson is there to make the catch, 2 away.
Now batting.
And now it'll be the
Number
top
4,
of the order, Austin Dennis, who's having himself a day. 3 for 3 with 3 singles, has drove in a run and has also walked. Good day for the batting average there. Hits this one towards short, fielded cleanly to throw to first. Pardon me, did not get fielded cleanly. It was able to get past Tipler there. Followed through his motion, but made it through to center field. So, that infield again strikes against the Pilots, and so Austin Dennis reaches base for the 5th time today. 3 singles, a walk, and now reached on an error. And now Mike Antico, who came in to replace Justin Ammons in center field in the bottom of the 6th, comes to the plate now for his first at-bat of the game. Takes the pitch for a ball, 1-0. Second pitch high for a ball, 2-0. That one popped up in foul territory. Armani Smith will watch it go over the Pilots' dugout, out of play for a strike, 2-1. One on, 2 away. A 2-1 count for Antico, who hits that one high, but foul and out of play, 2-2. Antico rips that one towards right field, deep. And that will be a home run for Mike Antico, a 2-run shot deep right down that line in right. Brings in Austin Dennis. Miners lead 10-0.
And we've said it multiple times. I mean, he's got the power to do it. It's all in his legs. We see him as he's pretty quick to the bags, but they're just kind of took one for a ride and sent it over the right field fence for his first home run of the ABL season. And now the Miners have officially scored double digits and now lead, like you said, 10-0. All Miners early and often today so far.
That'll bring Quinn Cotton to the plate as that first pitch goes inside for a ball, 1-0. Cotton is 0 for 2, but has driven in 2 runs as a result of sac flies today. Pops that one up, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty comfortable lead for the Miners headed into the bottom of the 7th. Of course, played as the away team here. They will be the home team in Game 2 of this doubleheader, which will follow 40 minutes after we're finished here. Swing and a miss from Cotton, 1-2. That one misses outside, evens the count at 2 apiece for Cotton. That one popped up in the infield. And Fergal, the first baseman, comes in to make the catch for out number 3, but a 2-run home run by Mike Antico puts the Miners ahead 10-0 as we here in Palmer and we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Coming in to pitch for the Miners out of Mobile, Alabama and Southeastern Louisiana University, number 24, Peyton Robinson.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. Miners 3 outs away from another victory here. And they will look to Peyton Robinson comes in to replace Jake Butcher. First pitch low for a ball, 1-0 to Sam Cohen, who is 0 for 2 today for the Pilots.
This is Peyton Robinson's first appearance in conference in relief. Has pitched 29 1/3 innings as a starter, given up 9 earned runs, 7 walks to 17 strikeouts for a 2.76 ERA.
That one hit foul towards first, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now for Cohen. Was grounded out and struck out already today. That one hit on the ground towards second. And throw to first will go all the way to the backstop as Nick Brooks seems to have tripped and fallen once he got to the bag. Throw would have been there and in time, but Cohen will be safe as a result.
And pretty awkward scene there, as we never seen a first baseman, or we haven't so far. I haven't seen a first baseman trip over the bag. Austin Dennis made the play, kind of looked over to Brooks, and he wasn't even mad. He just was kind of chuckling at him and probably poking some fun at him, as you see Austin Dennis smiling towards Nick Brooks. But Brooks is okay, will remain in the game. Just looked like he lost his footing getting over to first.
And you can afford little mistakes like that when you lead 10-0. And that pitch fouled away by Armani Smith. 0-1. Smith is 2 for 2 today with a single and a double, but was thrown out trying to reach third on that double. The 0-1 pitch from Robinson is high for a ball. Aims to count 1-1. That one chopped towards short. Throw to second for 1. The throw to first in time for a double play. Third double play turned by the Miners this afternoon. And with that, 2 down, nobody on. And it'll be Chris McCready, the last chance for the Pilots here in game 1 of this doubleheader.
Now batting, right fielder number 2, Chris McCready.
Robinson getting some help from his defense. Pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-0. And that one chopped towards second. Austin Dennis has got it. The throw to first in time for out number 3. And the Miners take game 1 by a score 10-0. They scored in every inning except the 4th and 6th to compile 10 runs in 7 innings. And just a great game all around for the Miners. Not much more to say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 11 hits, 10 runs, didn't leave a lot of guys on base, and got out to an early start as Austin Dennis led off the game, with a walk, and then came around to score, got out, and got ahead of the ball game and attacked Jake Anderson early. I mean, the new guy, and then Dylan what did we decide?
Montagna.
Yeah, Montagna. There we go. A bunch of new guys got after him early and started hot and stayed hot so far. Obviously, this is a doubleheader. Both games will be 7 innings, and the second one will get underway in about 40 minutes.
That's right. Miners get their 29th win of the season, seeking win number 30 in conference in about 40 minutes. We'll be back later with your Matsu Miners broadcast. Thanks for watching.